Something similar, actually, in the Canary Islands. When I opened up the book on Canary Islands, I said, man, what is this, And I began looking at the petroglyphs in the Canary Islands. And if you're Puerto Rican and you see that, and nobody tells you from where that is, you would say that is from Utuado, that is from Ponce, That's the type of symbol that we see in Puerto Rico in the iconography, in Piedra Escrita, this is present for us, Also, I have found, this is an artifact that was found in Utuado, and this symbol is really interesting. It's supposed to be related to a Phoenician sign associated with Tanit, Phoenician supposed to be goddess, And this is an artifact from the Canary Islands. This is one found in Puerto Rico,
Wow.
This is an image also found in the Canary Islands. You can see the morphology of the face, the architecture of the body, And also, it's not only those formal similarities, but when you look at this type of script that is being represented there, it seems to be related to a type of a writing system that is called Libic Berber, that is derived from Phoenician writing, Phoenician being Hebrew writing, and that it spread not only to northwestern Africa and to the Canary Islands, but also a different version of it is present in the southern portion of the Iberian Peninsula. So you see some of the signs, Basically, they are, you see this image from the Father Nazario collection, and this petroglyph from the Canary Island is basically exactly the same. You see even sequences of symbols, the inverted S that you see it here. And then I'm coming back to pictographs from indigenous sites in Puerto Rico with this type of system that it seems to be also related to that sort of writing. And so recently we began expanding our research, and we went to La Playa Los Tubos in Manatí, and we began, this stone right now is buried under 6 to 10 feet of sand. It only comes out, a couple of times a year. And the symbols that it has, this is not traditional indigenous Taino symbols. This is something else, something we have never seen before. And the type of writing in this stone, and nobody put that in, this is there, it's verifiable, anybody can go and look it up. And the types of systems, you see it in different writings in the Canary Islands. I recently found this written petroglyph, and when you see, for instance, the sequence, you see the cross, you see the inverted E, you see this type of P sign, you see the three lines right here, you see this sign right here. So basically, that information is just for me really direct and really straightforward. I also have been analyzing other artifacts that have been coming from archaeological excavations. This is a piece that came from Tecla that is contemporaneous with the radiocarbon dates that I just found, that we just got. And so you have the turban, you have the eyes, you have the mouth. We have some other artifacts that we have drawn over them, and we really did not pay any attention to them because we were not actually certain of what we were seeing. We were blind, and now we are looking at signs, and these are artifacts that come from specific archaeological excavations, that have signs that we can trace them back to even composite signs, as you see this side dotted Y, that are basically comparable to this type of Phoenician-derived writing systems, different symbols in different types of vessels that we had never seen before. So basically, the point is that I believe that our indigenous ancestors were already writing. They had the knowledge of writing, and we just don't know how to read it. You know, we haven't been open enough to see this as writing. We just see this as decoration.
Wow.
And this is artifacts that come from archaeological sites, right? So, in order to provide higher resolution to this information, I've been working in some computational modeling with a friend, Richard Callahan from the University of Calgary in Canada. And so he did some models, like if you went astray in a canoe, and you're in the Canary Islands,
Oh,
where would you
wow.
end?
Wow.
Where do you end?
Mira eso.
In the Caribbean. Basically,
Wow.
you end up in Puerto Rico
Wow.
and the rest of the islands. And so, what did Columbus do?
¿Se fue para Puerto Rico?
Where did Columbus? Did he go from here to here? No. He went down to the Canary Islands.
Ah.
He knew where he needed to go. He
Wow.
knew what he was going to find, you know? And that information actually was being built, was being constructed, was being passed down by generations from the peoples that likely made those trips much before him. So basically, we're celebrating tomorrow an act of plagiarism.
Así es. Wow.
And now we have the archaeological data to back it up. And so, you know, like even though in Puerto Rico we have sometimes, you know, a colonized mentality, you know, Colón brought the colonia, you know, he brought colonialism, and we have that ingrained here, you know, and sometimes other people working in other settings think differently. So I was invited not long ago to the British Museum to give a talk. And the people who invited me, I said, well, I'll go, but I want something in exchange. I want to go to the cuneiform room. And you know, the cuneiform room is like, this is sealed, you know, this is evidence of the most ancient writing in the world. So I brought the stones, you know, I was carrying the stones, so I put the stones on the table. And I call the curator, he comes, he's like, man, what, I don't know where is this? Puerto Rico. And he's like, he calls another one, and the other one comes, and they are like freaking out. They cannot believe that this is from Puerto Rico. So I get the letter. You remember I said Adolfo de Hostos said one, and this guy, C.B.F. Walker, he sent the stone in 1969. We're talking about, you know, decades ago. I said, I get the letter, and I said, man, you know, I got this letter, you know, a stone was brought here. And this guy, I imagine he's dead, you know, C.B.F. Walker looked at it, and you know, and I see that the curator of the room is really freaking out. He's turning white. I said, man, what's wrong with you? He said, man, you're not going to believe it. C.B.F. Walker came today. He's sitting at the table next to you. And this is C.B.F. Walker right there. I couldn't believe it, man. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And he freaked out. They were all freaking out.